Hey, friend, Toby here. Welcome inside this week's edition of the Quick Wealth Sessions. If this is your first time joining us here, welcome to this incredible group of inspiring, educating, entertaining, and wacky bunch of entrepreneurs. Today, we've got some serious nuggets for you. We're going to be sharing some stuff that billion-dollar companies use in their everyday marketing. And we're also going to take any questions that we have. All the questions, you got to put them here on this page if there is any questions. So the page that you're watching it on right now, the Quick Wealth Sessions / Hangout, that's where you want to put your questions to get answered. So if this is the first time you're watching the Quick Wealth Sessions and you're wondering, what's going on, what is this thing all about? Quick wealth, is that really true? Well, if you think about wealth in traditional senses, meaning a career, quickly for someone to climb the corporate ladder is what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years? Anywhere from 10 to 30 years. Well, Layla and I in our team have made millions upon millions of dollars in commissions, live a life filled and enriched with freedom, and we've done it in less than a year, 2 years, 3 years. So really, you're basically getting, what's up, James? You're getting training from you're getting training from people that not only have the results that you want, but are in the trenches too. Every single day we are marketing. Every single day we are getting results. We're sharing what we're doing, and this is the best place for you to come and take action on those. So today's training, we're going to be going over, let me jump to my desktop, and also, actually, before I do that, the page that you're on right now will have, in 1 second when I post it there, we'll have today's workbook. Each Thursday when we do a training, if it's content-based, there will be a workbook that goes along with it, and today is no different. So in the comment section directly below this video that you're watching right now on this page right here, on this page where you are right now, you can see I just posted the workbook, and when you click that, make sure you download it to your desktop. So today's episode is how billion-dollar brands leverage subliminal marketing messages, marketing/messages to indirectly prompt us to buy. Now, before we go through the first part of the training, have you before gone into a convenience store or gone into the grocery store and saw a brand of cereal, saw a brand of shaving kit, a foam, saw a brand of vegetables, saw a brand of toothpaste, saw a brand of sodas, saw a brand of food, where you think you don't know them, but somehow you feel like you do know them? Your conscious brain is telling you, well, you haven't researched them, you don't know them, but you do know them. You have this feeling of familiarity with them, and you don't know what it is. That is the height of genius subliminal marketing. Now, some countries like the United Kingdom and other places in the world have banned subliminal messaging, subliminal marketing, but the government don't really know what subliminal marketing is on what different levels, so they can't really ban it, because companies like Coke, companies like Amazon, every company that's $1 billion or Fortune 500 or 1000 is doing this. So there's not really any way to block it, and of course here in North America, it's pretty much the wild, wild west. So that's the thing. It works off of something called TOMA, top of mind awareness. A good example of TOMA would be your morning routine. You get up, you send the kids to school, whatever, and you put on the radio while you drive to work, or you put on the radio while you're doing something else, and then a song comes on the radio and you find yourself unconsciously singing the words to that song, even though you haven't sat down to learn those words, you haven't consciously printed them out or looked on your phone and say, oh, that Kelly Clarkson song or that Beyonce song or whatever the case may be song, and you know the words, you haven't sat down to learn them, but how do you know them? Well, that's called TOMA, top of mind awareness. You basically, your mind is never shut down. It's always processing millions upon millions of bits of data, and you consciously are only taking in a small portion of that, but subconsciously you're taking it in. So marketers, we understand that even in one of the live demonstrations I'm going to show, they actually, let me just show my screen. Inside the workbook here, there's a link at the very bottom. Watch a real life case study. It's going to take you to Darren Brown. Now, if you don't know who Darren Brown is, he's an NLP master. If you don't know what NLP is, definitely check it out if you want to be a successful online marketer or really good in advertising in any space. You'll definitely get into NLP and the techniques. But he's an English guy that does a lot of really cool social experiments, and this one is a live experiment where the hidden gems in the training are actually within the first 30 seconds of the video. This right here, once you get to the end, of the video and he explains to these advertising people how he's done it, well, he doesn't really explain it to them, he explains it to us, he leaves them hanging. But this is a really great real life an example, so you can really grasp how what subliminal messaging is, how it's used, and how it can be utilized in your business. See, think about when you drive to work and you see a billboard or you see a magazine on your break. Billion-dollar companies understand that if they have positioned the right way, their logo, their brand, their message, even though they're not telling you to buy it right then and there, like direct response marketing, they understand if they catch you at the right time, if they use the right color, if they use the right setting, if they use the right props around their logo, all of these things will subconsciously sink into you, and then when you go to buy the toothpaste, when you go to buy the brand of soda, when you go to buy your groceries, when you go to buy your car, even though you consciously think, well, I don't know that brand, like I haven't sat down and learned about this brand, you feel familiar with it and you buy it. Really, really powerful stuff. So the first part of today's training, we're going to be talking about colors. In subliminal marketing, the email that you may have opened to come and check out this training was talking about Fox News. Fox News is a great example because they are some of the best influencers and marketers in the world. They keep millions upon millions of people controlled by their marketing. So let's talk about the color meaning. Because every color aren't just colors. Every color isn't just, you don't just design a logo. You don't just design a logo or design a website based around, oh, I like that because it's pretty. Well, maybe you did because you don't know this stuff, or maybe you're not. If your intention is not to influence and sell people, then if you just have a website up for for fun, then for sure you can design it however you want. But if you're looking to make money from your website, if you're looking to make profits from your website, then you better make sure it's set up in a way to do so. And you better make sure you're utilizing the right colors for what you want to portray. So the first color here, red. What does red mean? Red is the color of fire and blood. It's associated with energy, war, danger, strength, power, determination, as well as passion, desire, and love. So a very strong color for us to use in our marketing. Now, it all depends on the way that you use it, right? If you are wanting to convey this strong feeling of desire, love, and passion, then you definitely want to be using red in your marketing. But if you're talking about a story that would get someone maybe having negative emotional thoughts about wartime, then you don't want to be using the color red. You'd want to come in and use a lighter, more warmer, and more loving color, which we'll get to in a second here. Light red represents joy, sexuality, passion, sensitivity, and love. Pink signifies romance, love, and friendship. Dark red is, so basically the lighter the color, the more sentimental and lighter it's getting in feeling and energy. The darker the red, the more power, rage, anger, leadership, courage. That's why you will see 90% of beginnings of headlines, so you go to an opt-in page or a sales page, the beginning copy is normally a nice dark red. The border around most videos, YouTube, is a dark red. And you'll see why these, obviously you're starting to understand that now, why this is. It's not just by fluke, it's not just by accident. This is by total someone sitting down and thinking, what is the emotion we want our prospect to feel when, before they even watch our video or read our content, when they just come to our website, what do we want them to feel? The next color we're going to be talking about here is orange. Orange combines the energy of red and the happiness of yellow. It's associated with joy, sunshine, and the tropics. Orange represents enthusiasm, happiness, creativity, determination, attraction, success, encouragement, stimulation. So orange is an amazing color for everybody that's inside our industry. If right now you're either inside internet marketing, you're either an affiliate marketer, or you're someone who's in the MLM space who owns a home business. Well, wouldn't you want to attract people that are happy, creative, that are determined, that are successful, that want encouragement and want stimulation? Of course, you want to breed that message through in your team. So I can show you one of the examples just right away that Layla and I have for one of our businesses, a logo that we got done for this, what we're on right now, the Quick Wealth Sessions. So in this logo, what do we have here? We have a nice blue, which we haven't got to yet. We're using gray, which we'll get to. We're using white. We're using yellow. But look what's right prominent, orange. See, we don't have any red in here, because when someone looks at this, we want them to immediately feel like they're on vacation. Because then when someone sees our logo, they're going to start to connect, being relaxed. They're going to start to connect, being fulfilled. They're going to start to dream about where they would go when they had the money they want to, and what life they would live, all from just a logo. Pretty crazy. Let's talk about yellow. And again, you can use this not just in logos, but you can use this in everything, from your sales message and your funnel. So throughout your sales funnel, the pictures that you post on social media platforms, you can use this in the font in which you send out emails when you're writing emails. You can utilize this in your words when you're writing an email. Actually speak in colors and speak in different ways, like kinesthetic ways, auditory ways that people learn. So really powerful ways for you to utilize this. Yellow, the color of sunshine. It's associated with joy, happiness, intellect, and energy. Well, of course, you want to attract intellectual people into your team, because, hey, let's be honest, if you sign up 10 people and they're all really nice people, but they're not the sharpest bunch, and then you sign up 10 people into your business that are very intellectual, that are full of energy and happiness, who's going to succeed quicker? Well, from our experience, it's going to be this group, because they're more confident to take action. So using yellow inside of your marketing is going to attract people who are intellectual, happy, have joy and energy. That's why you'll see the top used most colors for us online is red, blue, and yellow. Why? Because these are the three strongest with the types of people that we want to have, that are happy, that are intellectual, excited, fulfilled, that are looking to change their life. Let's go into green, one of my favorites. Green is the color of nature. It symbolizes growth, harmony, freshness, and fertility. Green has strong emotional correspondence with safety. Dark green is commonly associated with money. Well, how powerful do you think it would be if you're writing an email and in the section that you're alluding to the lifestyle that you live or the lifestyle that they could be living when they are successful with you, it's in dark green font? Why is the dollar bill dark green? Why do some companies have a green logo, even though they're not directly formed around money? We'll get to strong company logos in a second here. And James, at any point, bro, if you got anything you want to throw into to what we're laying down here, feel free to just jump out. You know I'm always open. So here we are with my favorite. Blue is the color of the sky and sea. It is often associated with depth and stability. It symbolizes trust, loyalty, wisdom, confidence, intelligence, faith, truth, and heaven. It's often associated with depth and stability, trust and loyalty. Well, isn't it interesting that one of the baddest mofos of all time that we've ever seen in marketing, Zuckerberg, what is the website? Facebook. All it is blue and gray, and then the black font. That's it. Why is that? Why do some TV networks only have light blue, dark blue, and white and gray? It's for this exact reason. They want to portray stability. They want to portray loyalty. They want someone to feel at home when they come to their website, when they come to their news article, when they come to their page. That's why blues is like Tiffany's. That's one of the most incredible marketing-based companies of all time, because when you think of Tiffany and Co, what do you think of? You think of this little blue box. And Robin's Egg Blue, which is the name of the box, Robin Egg Blue, is the most trustworthy color you can get. Let's just type it, Robin Egg Blue. Let's see if there's a quick Wikipedia we can. The color Robin's Egg Blue is decided that it is a web-safe color and official Corolla color in 19 impression. Let's see if there's anything that. Oh, Tiffany's is also trademarked that term. I didn't know that. But yeah, there's a reason that all these companies use this Robin's Egg Blue in their marketing, because it's just not, I mean, that's why the whole story of, the Easter eggs and whatnot originated with the Robin's Egg Blue, because it's the color that people trust. It's the color that people immediately feel relaxed when they look at. I mean, you just thought colors were colors before you came here today, eh? Crazy. Let's do one more before we move on to the next part of the training. White. White is associated with light, goodness, innocence, purity, and virginity. Do you think that's important, that your prospect thinks you are pure, thinks that you have innocence, think that you are good? Of course, duh. you want your target audience, when they come to your website or your content, you want them to immediately have this sense of well-being, have this sense of trust, have this sense, even if they don't consciously think it, they're having this because of the color schemes that you've got on your video, on your webinar, and the way that you're talking. So the next part of the training I want to get to in the workbook. So we went through all the colors. The next part of the training, I want to go in and give you some examples of logos. And all I did to research all this stuff is what I do when I don't know much about a subject. I mean, I know a lot about subliminal marketing because we utilize it through NLP. But if there's something like a couple of weeks ago, for example, I started learning about lucid dreaming. So all I did was come to Google, went to videos, find who the most authority people in that space was, and then did some searches, bought some ebooks, studied some courses, and in a matter of weeks now, because information flows so freely, and if you just take the time and the awareness to go out and learn it, you can learn so much just from Google and YouTube. It's absolutely crazy. Another one that we've been researching for months and months is CBD cannabis and its healing properties and what can it actually do for people. And we actually started a new business called Green Health Remedies that will be released shortly. This is the beginning of the site, hence why it's all green. The entire site's going to be different shades of green, white and gray, for those reasons, because we understand that's what we want people to feel. Obviously, this is like so prominent, especially in that business. I'll take some time here and reiterate that it's so prominent in our business of basically we're selling oil, we're selling seeds, we're selling everything you can possibly imagine revolving around CBD hemp oil, meaning that cannabis leaf has been grown, or the cannabis flower has been grown with the major component which gets people high, THC, being very low, like below 3%, where normally if someone is buying cannabis to get high, it'll be at least 10%, and the CBD, which is the healing properties inside of hemp, is over 30%. So basically we are showing people a way that they can, I mean, there's some of the stories have just been incredible about MS, ladies and men and children with MS, with seizures, with cancer, because there's actually the CBT component has something inside it that the body produces by itself to promote immune system and cell development. So when you overload your body with this, it's counteracting on bad and acidic breakdowns of cells. And if you know anything about cancer, you know that cancer grows in an acidic body, it can't grow in an alkaline body. So along with other different things, having a high CBD diet can actually counteract and even prevent such things. Really cool research on it. I strongly recommend everybody actually, even if you're someone that's never tried pot before and you think it's just for hippies that want to get stoned, that's cool. That's one side of cannabis. There's actually a whole other healing property with cannabis. Let me just show you, put a documentary. This is completely off sidetrack, but I'm passionate about it, so I want to share it with you. When We Grow, I think is the name. We Grow Cannabis. Here it is. So it's 50 minutes long. I watched it the other day. It was absolutely freaking awesome. So if anybody is interested in that, I'll post a link on the page here, and you can check it out at your leisure. So let's get back on track, eh? Oh, but I want to reiterate just really quickly the reason we're using the only colors on the website are obviously white, light gray, dark gray, light gray, and all different shades of green. Green is the color of nature. It symbolizes growth, harmony, freshness, and fertility. If we are selling products that are promoting health, do you not think it would be a great idea to use a color that's associated with health? Of course. Green has great healing power. It is the most restful color for the human eye. It can improve vision. Just incredible stuff, all from a color. So let's dive into these logos and give you kind of some behind-the-scenes ideas of what you could be doing with your business and your marketing with images right now. If you look at the Tostitos company logo. And in by any way, I'm not bashing these companies whatsoever. I think if anything, they've got really great marketing minds that they're empowering and helping move and shift their products, so more power to them. If you can see one glance at this label or this logo, you don't really see much, right? You just see the Tostitos thing. But then if you focus your eye in, red's not the best color. If you focus your eye in here, James, what do you see?
I see red. That's the first thing I noticed, just from a subconscious level.
So
Yeah,
you're immediately drawn into it, right? Even though there isn't red, or the red in here, even though red's not the main color, that's the first thing you see. But you can see this logo's color is what? Orange. So we're just talking about warm. Yellow, another warm, happy, joyful color. And then if you look even deeper, what are the two T's doing? It's two people sharing a bowl of salsa.
Yeah.
So they're subliminally directing us to see with these colors, they're making us feel a certain way, and then this showing us that, hey, we can be happy and have fun too if we buy Tostitos and share a bowl of salsa. Oh, it's freaking awesome. Many of you might know this, maybe you might not, but if you look at the FedEx at a glance, all you see is FedEx, but when you focus your eyes here, you see a forward moving arrow. This just initially, just instantly inspires thoughts of efficiency and forward motion. Now, what would you want if you were the FedEx marketers and you were coming up with a game plan of how you're going to market your business? What would be the things that you would want people to associate with your brand? Considering it's all about delivering packages, efficiency. So your package is late, right? And forward motion thinking, so you're always moving forward, not backwards. Man, that stuff's crazy. This one is a little bit more sophisticated, and Sony clearly knows who their target market is. So Sony came out a few years ago with their Vio line. And what they've actually done is they've represented the integration of analog and digital technology. So the VA here, so this VA is designed as an analog waveform, and then here with the 10 is the binary code of digital technology. Now, to the average person looking at that, would we know what that is? No, we wouldn't, unless you were someone that Sony knows who they want to target through their target audience, and so you're speaking directly to their language. Now, when you look at this logo, James, does anything pop out to you here?
Yeah, as soon as you were talking, I'm looking at Baskin Robbins, and like as a kid, I never really noticed it, but you know the 31 because of the 31 flavors.
Yeah.
Instantly, it just always it stands out. I never really went there though as a kid though.
which is really powerful because as human nature, one of the things that we love and crave is change, and even on a deeper level, we crave variety. We want lots of different things to choose from. So knowing that we can utilize these blue and pink colors to attract people and then show them subliminally that we have 31 flavors, we're going to attract customers. This one's pretty cool. Never even noticed this. You can see here at the Tour de France logo that there's a guy on a bike, or a girl on a bike. This one I'd never noticed before until researching it. You can see in the mountain is the happy bear dancing. Bears are even though they can tear you limb from limb, they are associated in marketing. Obviously Winnie the Pooh bear, Yogi Bear. They're marketed as this fun-loving creature that people love. So hell yeah, that'd be a good idea to have this creature in our ad that people absolutely love, that definitely want to see more of and buy cuddly bear toys and whatnot because they just love bears, even though in real life a bear will rip them from limb to limb for some of their crackers. The next one here, and this actually had to be changed, Jack in the Box had to change this This was in the 80s. Looking at this at a glance, you don't really see it, but then what do we see down here? The symbol that's related to the Jesus fish. So they fully understand their target market and who they want to go after, and they're leveraging something like so powerful, and that's religious belief inside of their marketing. Whew, that's dirty. The next one is the Milwaukee Brewers baseball team. Looking at it, what do you see right away? Well, you see the baseball and you see the mitt. But when you look closer, you see the B and then you see the M for Milwaukee Brewers. This one is just so stinking good. Amazon, one of the most clever companies in the world. Why? For many, many different reasons. With this, on their logo, what have they done? Well, they've symbolized Amazon can help you with everything from A to Z, because they're pointing right there. But then also what they've done is they've put in a smiley face with a dimple. So when you look at that right away, even if not consciously, you're thinking it subconsciously, you're thinking Amazon can help me with all of my product needs from A to Z, and when I leave, I'm going to have I'm going to be a satisfied customer. This was a really cool one. So in history, the peacock has been has basically been a symbol of strength, a symbol of wealth, a symbol of prosperity, and you can see here inside the NBC logo, even just this tiny little thing here connected with the all the colors and the feathers produces a peacock. Do you think it would be a good idea for NBC to symbolize their network with strength, with power, with love, with prosperity? Duh. The last thing I want to go to here before we close it out is some more logos. Inside of the camel logo, which they say an oldie but a goodie. Who hasn't spent time searching the camel logo for the image of a naked man with his cigarette hanging out? See, I've just come to look at this one. If you can see it, let us know. James, if you can see it too, let me know.
No, I'm looking. No, I'm like, what?
I know, it's there somewhere. See, that's how good it is. That on a conscious level, because we're looking so... Are you talking to me, babe? Yeah. What are you saying? Okay, I'm still rocking. Layla's made me a delicious lunch. Can't let that go to waste. But this will be a good one in the recording. If you're watching this or live, if you see it, please take a screenshot and let us know what it is. See, that's the beauty of subliminal messaging. On a conscious level, we don't even need to process it because subconsciously we're already processed it. Like it's crazy. SFX magazine courted notoriety. No, I don't even know what that says right now. What word is that, James?
Where, on the actual magazine cover?
No, here, notoriety? Right here. The FSX magazine courted.
My live feed isn't pulling up. Hold up. Alright, there we go.
What does that word mean? So you don't have to be an English genius to know this stuff. The state of being famous or well known. So notoriety.
Oh yeah, I thought that's what you were referring to, but your screen is kind of, you know, it's not zoomed in, so I can't really. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me zoom in a bit more. SFX magazine courted notoriety when it altered the typeface of its logo for its. Oh, this is awesome. So you can see that for their logo, obviously their logo was clearly stated as SFX, and then when they put a beautiful woman on the front, they strategically placed her in front of the F, so you can't see what's fully underneath the logo, but it looks like there might be um, another component to that F there to make it an E, which obviously spells sex. And that's a crazy good headline to capture someone's attention, especially the target audience who they know they're going after, with this beautiful lady on the front of the cover with sex as the headline.
And then they got movie. They have movie like right on the on what right side of her head and everything. There's so many subliminal things right there. It's
oh, I know, it's awesome. Totally good marketing. One thing that I would just came up to share with you guys, next time you do your grocery shopping, if you still go into grocery stores and you don't buy it online, when you go to the checkout, use that time as education to look at those magazines that are on the racks right there, because they're some of the best copywriters in the business. They know they have a split second, one glance of you looking at the magazine to absorb you in, attract you in, arouse something within you, so you at least look at the rest of the magazine and maybe buy it. So all of those, like the magazines with all the scams, all the scandal magazines, they are some of the best copywriters in the world. So definitely make sure that you that you learn from those. Computer's running a bit slow here. Let's just, oh, we got another snowstorm going on. Oh, okay, this one's a DJ flooring. One of the oldest and most noted examples, the ads offer. The ad's other messages become obvious when the image is inverted. Seems too good to be true. Wrong. It's still real Yellow Pages ad. Best by Lade. Wow, that's pretty amazing. So, no understanding that sex sells, they have used the headline "Laid by the Best." Portrait of a beautiful woman cheersing you with what seems to be just her hand on her shoulder. But then when you invert it, what does it look like? It looks like a lady, and this is one of her legs, and this is another one of her legs doing something inappropriate with the headline "Laid by the Best." This is pretty epic stuff. Like, this is what the nitty-gritty is all about. I'm not saying you have to go and do that in your advertising, but just think how many men decided that they needed to get new flooring for their house. Now, this is in the UK, not going by the number. They needed to get new flooring for their house after they seen that. Just really playing on the sex sales heartstrings. I'll do one more, and then we'll wrap it up. This one looks like a Coke's Naked Iced Lady. Oh man, that's amazing. So looking at this here, red's not the best color. Let's get that green. And let me zoom right in. You tell me whether you think this ice cube, this ice shard right here looks like a woman with hair holding her exposed breasts with jeans on. Man, that is gnarly marketing. Or even at the top here, you could think the top ice cube on the top of the can is a naked woman lying sideways with her hair coming down. Like, do you think this is just a coincidence? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is something that someone has structured in a way. They know the color, and they know what they want to arouse, and subliminally it's speaking to us. Man, this stuff just gets better and better. And that's the thing, like, it's a never-ending rabbit hole of information. So, wrapping up today's Quick Well sessions, make sure that you download your workbook, go through the workbook, study it, study those colors, start to incorporate those colors into your marketing. Go through and study those ads, those corporate logos, and make sure to click on this link right here and open up the Darren Brown case study, because it's going to blow your mind to just show you how easy it is to, in a non-threatening way, have people think about your product all the way through the day. Even when they're, like, let's say that in the morning when you send an email, you have this logo or this icon or this piece of content you want them to think about, and then at work when they see you on Facebook posting about it, you've not directly told them to buy anything yet, but at night when after they've had dinner and they go to check their email, you're in there again. And all these things are just compounding up, and then when they think to themselves, hey, I want to change my life, I want to start an online business, who has been there from day one, just dropping them little nuggets and little golden crumbs for them to pick up all the way along, and that's been you. So extremely powerful stuff. Let me go to the page real quick and see if there's any questions being accumulated while we've been rocking and rolling. If there isn't any questions here, which it doesn't look like there is, which is awesome, at dinner and they go to check their email, you're in, and anybody. If you have a question on today's session, I know sometimes there's a little bit of a delay, just post them in there and I will answer your question for you before next week. And remember, inside of these sessions, you only get access to this live week for free. If you want access to all of the other Quick Well sessions, we actually, and some of the training we've gone, basically what we've done in the first 4 weeks is we've laid out the process for someone to be successful online. We have gone from the 20,000 square foot view. We've gone through customer avatar and knowing your target market. We've gone through marketing. We've gone through funnel. So we're basically, if someone just follows along with what we've done, you can get your online business up and running in seconds, and just, instantly overnight if you watch all of them. If you watch all of them in one day, which I would, because I'm crazy. So if you want to learn more about what we got going on, if you want to learn more from us and the team on marketing, all you have to do is simply click one of the buttons below right now and come and watch a training video from our business partner, Chris Jones, and he's going to walk you through a system and tools that you can get access to, that you can utilize the training that we're talking about right now. Alicia has a couple of questions. Totally know you could do that with music, but the ads is a smart psychology. Yeah, music is another thing. Like when Leila and I do our videos, there's a reason why major corporations, when they shoot their commercials, when movies use different types of music in different situations. Like if you're wanting to portray some emotion, you could use something with a piano with really almost eerie ambient sounds in the background, and that's going to bring your viewer in even more just by utilizing songs. How do you plan these messages? Do you have guidelines from the examples you shared? So, Alicia, great questions. Basically, what we would do is everything that we do have these messages from. So this page that we're on right now, there's a reason that it's 4 different shades of blue. There's a reason that it's a picture of a beautiful island, little getaway with the dock and the boats. There's a reason for that, right? Because everything that we do, we want to show people and portray to people that we are living this lifestyle. So even if we aren't directly talking about the money that we've made, the lifestyle that we have, and attracting people in with that, we are subliminally doing it by the colors that we're using, by the copy that we're using, by the pictures that we're using, by the videos that we shoot. So great question, my dear. Great question. All right, guys, so if any other questions come in throughout the week, we'll get to them. If not, I know you've seen enough information that you want to learn more about what we're doing with the team. Also, if you're brand new and you're inside the iPass team or Empower team, you can actually market this page every single week. All you have to do is go to the same page, quickwellsystem.com/hangout/? ID equals, and then put your iPass affiliate ID at the end of that, and that link is actually going to be your own custom coded link. So when you pass that out through your social networks and for your emails, someone comes to that page and they decide to buy, you're able to get that sign up and make that commission. So it's another way for you to profit from the expertise within the team here. And I just posted the link below in the comment box so you can see how it is, because I know sometimes when you just say a link and don't see it visibly, then it doesn't connect. So have an amazing day, guys. James and I are out here. Make sure to watch this training again and again and implement colors, implement subliminal messaging and marketing in your business, implement music in your videos to portray the emotion that you want someone to have when watching it. Have an amazing day, guys. Take care.
Peace out.